Hi, page 6. I'm Sofia Franklyn. I spoke to my attorney already and he said we can do the home tour. Follow me. We are standing in my kitchen living room area. The thing about New York is those aren't really separate too much of the time. They kind of turn into one. And I'm about to show you guys the living room and then we'll circle back. I have a very heavy-handed pour of a tequila seltzer in this glass because we're gonna have a bunch of fun. Let's check out my living room. I'm gonna show you my most prized possession, which is not this extremely expensive thing that my boyfriend got me that he like rants and raves and makes sure it's always on display. I just want you to follow me and I'm gonna show you. Okay, I love my plants and my cacti collection. And I know it's very embarrassing and incredibly millennial of me, but I've had this guy for 4 years. This just popped up 2 days ago. This little baby, this baby guy, and I'm really proud of it. I'm also equally creeped out by it. Like, it didn't feel right, but I guess that's the circle of life. So I'm very happy about that one. Oh my gosh, there's just so much. This guy, I don't think will be having a baby, if we're being real. I think he might be having a funeral. As you can see, I would say my design style is, I don't want to say eclectic, because when I hear the word eclectic, I think like really smart billionaire that is very well educated. I don't know why, but I like colors. I like playing around with different shapes, different ideas. I think my two favorite books on this planet are The Missing Piece Meets The Big O and my Winston Churchill book, and I really don't know who is the more important historical figure, Winston Churchill or Shel Silverstein. This my boyfriend got me and I know it's expensive. I don't know what it is. Like, is it a vase? I can't imagine putting a flower in there. I should probably try it. But I do love it. This lamp has been with me for a very long time. This is a sea fan that I found in Tulum, not to brag, 7, 8 years ago. I've been traveling with him the whole time. I don't know how he's stayed intact. My mom asked me to throw him away every single day. I think this is my favorite room in the house. This living room area doubled as my bedroom area because I live on a very busy street in New York, okay? College kids, there's a college down the street, there's just hooligans and wild people, and it gets loud. And my bedroom, it sounded like I was behind the DJ, at the DJ booth. It was so loud. So I came in here to sleep at night because this room is the only one that had double pane windows. So this was my room for a very long time, and I liked that. Now my room, my bedroom has double pane windows, and that's been a complete and total game changer, but I kind of miss it here. I do. I'm literally that kid that will show you my rock collection and no one cares. If you don't think I've named every single one of these seashells, George with a J, Jason, Joey, John, Jerry, Jack, and this guy's too young and I don't want to say his name on camera until his parents sign off for him. And that's it. And that is my seashell collection. I'm gonna show you guys my kitchen. So walk about 0.5 feet over here. This is my dining room table, which is a little bit next to this nightstand that I do feel like needs its moment. These are faux flowers, by the way. These flowers are not real, but they're stunning, they're gorgeous. I got them from West Elm. This table is heavy. This picture was from Etsy, and I love, again, really bright colors. This guy was not supposed to be here originally. He matches, I mean, it's a woman, but whatever, matches my painting that's in my bedroom, but I like her here. And I kind of like to, you know, use art in a way that's not necessarily conventional. So we decided that last night. I just plucked it off the wall, threw it on the ground, and it just made this whole area like a moment, for sure. Now we're getting real close to the real kitchen stuff. I always have lemons 24/7 in this bowl. This is my salt and pepper and this little tiny spoon. I am absolutely obsessed with rice. Like, I cook rice 24/7. This is my little really cute panda rice cooker. This guy right here is my backup rice cooker. Like, that's how crazy I am. Like, one time my rice cooker was not working, so I invested in this guy. So I bought a backup rice cooker. There's a lot of food in here. There's a lot of condiments in here, but I personally use my fridge for my skincare. Let me show you guys the real skincare queen. We've got retinol, prescription strength. And by the way, if you didn't know that you could keep this in the fridge to make it last longer, you can. Don't quote me on that, I'm not a doctor, but that is what I've heard. We've got some face rollers that I want to call gua sha, but I can't say this is gua sha. I don't feel comfortable saying this is gua sha, and I think you guys get it. This thing is amazing. I will use it for a headache. I don't use it to sculpt my face. But then my favorite stuff, God, I wonder what people think when they just like see this. They probably think I'm taking some kind of diet or weight loss something, right? I don't know. This is whitening gel, but I could see how people would think it could be something else. It looks pretty freaking serious. And why are there 5 of them? You know what I mean? Ooh, and then we have some under eye. We've got some under eye patches, and also what else do we have? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's legal in New York. I don't partake, but I guess I'm just gonna keep these, you know, safe and cold and whatever those are. I have no idea. I think they're just little health shots. Now that I showed you everything about my fridge, come with me to my working lounge, otherwise known as my studio. This is where the magic happens. I know you're supposed to say that in the bedroom, but this is actually where it happens. So this is my studio. I use it to record my podcast, Sofia with an F. I really use it to make any content for the most part. We have these huge aperture lights that if you leave these bad boys on, they'll start a fire if you have them on too high, and I've gotten really scared before. Y'all are scared of leaving your hair straightener on? Let me tell you something. Fire hazard. We actually use more cameras than this one, but I wanted the room to feel very me, which is the color blue, I would say. And I wanted it to just be really comfy cozy, especially when I have guests come in. I want them to feel free to let their freak flag fly, for lack of a better term. This looks like Miranda from Sex and the City, I'm realizing. Like, it just dawned on me. I don't think it's her necessarily, but this chair is my favorite chair that I own. Maybe not. I have a lot of women art pieces in my apartment. I would say like 80%. We have her, she's an art piece, Miranda. We have her. And then we've got these two girls over here licking strawberries. All the girls in here look a little bit deranged. And I think, you know, I have an element of that to my personality. Just a little one. I think we all do. This is the cutest pillow ever made. I got it custom made off of Etsy. And I love it, love it, love it. This is my recorder. This is where I record my podcast. And this is also where I'll be recording my new show. It's still gonna be a podcast. It's gonna be completely different content. It's a new genre. There's gonna be a major true crime element that has to do with my personal life, actually, but keep it comedy. I love how I said that after I said, the girls in this room seem kind of deranged. I'm a little bit deranged. New show, true crime meets my personal life meets comedy. There you have it. I'm gonna show you guys my bedroom, but before I do, I wanna show you the guest bathroom. This is where people have fun. When I throw parties, this is the bathroom that everyone uses, and my apartment is like an orphanage. There are people coming in every single week and leaving, and I like for them to have their own, you know, privacy. This wallpaper, I believe I got it off Etsy. There was existing wallpaper that was chevron print and a bunch of toucans, like the bird that you see at the zoo. And I didn't really love it, so I decided to put my own wallpaper. Do I own this apartment? No. Did I ask for permission to do that? Also no. I think I'm just gonna beg for forgiveness. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna go check out my bedroom. It's a big boy. It is a very big bedroom for New York standards, I would say. It's all lime wash, even the ceilings, because the ceilings are so high. I know ceilings can be higher, but come on, for New York, they're pretty high ceilings. I wanted to make it feel like more of a cocoon. And so I could feel safe and comfy and cozy, which these curtains were a big part of that as well. And I think these just add like an insane element to the room. The bedding. The bedding, this is the first time in my adult life I haven't had just white bedding. It has changed my life, you guys. Stark white bedding is not good for the soul. Not good for the brain, not good for the soul. And I think that made a huge difference. This chair was the focal point in my last apartment. Very important chair. I loved it more than anything. I had it in the studio, the blue and the orange. It was looking like Hoarders meets Sesame Street situation. It was very scary, but I don't know. I think I like Miranda now. I think Miranda takes the cake. They both have the same hair color though, so we got that. My psychiatrist made this book, and he's kind of a G. And he gifted it to me, just kidding. He told me he did this book, and then I bought 5 copies online and asked him to sign it. Ooh, I don't know if this is the signed copy. Okay, not to brag, I might put this on eBay, you guys. He went around the world taking pictures of psychiatrists in their offices. It's a really, really cool book. Wow, he kind of like owes me some prescription medication after that, am I right? Joking, that was a joke. Bet you didn't see this painting. This guy's very important to me. I spent months trying to find a thick frame like this. They don't make them. They don't sell them. They're very difficult to find, but I also just love anything mini. Love, love, love. Let me tell you a little something about these side tables, okay? You think you are making the right choices in life, and then you become an adult and realize you're an idiot. These side tables are stunning, gorgeous, and the cutest ones you've ever seen. They weigh 400 pounds each, at least 300 something. So I can't move my rug. Anything that it's on, I can like never move for the rest of my life. I've had groups of like 4 movers not be able to get it up here. They're a pain in my ass. But like, I mean, I can't get rid of them. No one will pick them up. I'm gonna have to literally say they come with the apartment, since I so clearly am renting it and am not the owner and not getting that through my head. But yeah, these fuzzy lamps, Etsy, so cute. And you could, you can customize like what color pattern you want. And yeah, I freaking love this room. Labeling the aesthetic of my apartment is a tough one. I don't know all the lingo. I, don't do interior design for work. I just do it as a hobby, and I just happen to be that good. But I guess I would say funky, Parisian, chic, with some wabi-sabi elements, some wood, some, as my assistant likes to call them, blobs. I love a blob shape for sure. And yeah, you know what? I can't be put in a box. I just can't be put in a box. I'm starting my own kind of aesthetic, my own interior design genre.